resilient people. We're a resilient race.
The cruise ship has come back to Ocho Rios for the first time in 17 months. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm so excited about it.
You're expecting, do you get a lot of cruise ship passengers normally when the ships are in?
Yes. We do, yeah.
We as craft traders, we welcome cruise shipping, we welcome all visitors to our island. But whenever the visitors came to our island, they push us aside because it's like they don't want the tourists to interact with us as craft traders. We're the one who started craft, and every stakeholder now come in, and the only thing they come in and do, every day you wake up here that the attraction is opening. When you look crafts, they put craft in it. Then whenever the cruise ship comes, or even the hotel tourists, they take them there. So what happens, they push us aside. The people at the craft market, they are hungry.
Have you seen any guests from the cruise ship this morning?
No, the cruise ship is there from early this morning, and now at this time of the day, we haven't seen one tourist from the cruise ship. So all the vendors sitting here, they're wondering what's next to do. So I'm saying to the Minister of Tourism, Mr. Minister, get out of your comfort zone. These are the people that voted for you. Mr. Prime Minister, you must put the Jamaican people first. You are the sheep, we are the sheep, and you are the shepherd. So the shepherd must know to lead his flock, because the flock is hungry.
Carnival and ourselves have gone through 17 months of trepidation. We've fought through the issues of the pandemic itself, but more so in terms of the institutional arrangements driven by the gatekeepers, of the epidemiology of the world. This is not to go through what WHO is saying, what CDC is saying, and things. CDC were heavier on what we had to do in these parts than any other of the international. And then there's CAFA, which is our own regional arrangement, and then of course our local. So it has been a very strong and vigorous process of building our protocols, of changing and making adjustments, trying to respond to the variations of the virus itself and its mutation, and then to deal with attitude and behavior and mindset. And all of these have complicated things quite a bit, so it has been an enormously strong and difficult process. But thank goodness, the nature of man, we're a resilient people, we're a resilient race. We bounce back from the most severe difficulties, and then we do better.
Very excited, myself, all the crew, and the entire Carnival cruise line. We are so happy to restart and to have our first call in Jamaica, which is a very long relationship with Jamaica and Ocho Rios. So we are extremely happy and honored and pleased to be here.
Where are you coming from? Where's the boat coming from?
We are coming from Miami.
Miami.
Our home port is Miami, so Ocho Rios
So
will be
is your first stop?
First stop, first port after 17 months, and it will be on our regular cruise. So we're going to come here very often.
The return at this time signals the second critical phase of the reopening of the tourism industry. Yesterday, we had 1 million visitors arriving from the stopover side, that is the accommodation side. Today we begin with the first visitor coming on the cruise side. And so the process now of building back the jobs begin in the second phase. We needed to bring some 50,000 jobs back into activity, and we are sure now with the program that has been outlined in terms of the frequency of calls that we expect from Carnival alone. I think we probably will have about 16 calls from Carnival over the next 2 to 3 months. And then I spoke with Michael Bailey from Royal earlier on, and that program is coming on board, and MSC and Disney and the others. So we are going to have cruise back in track by December. By winter, we should have pretty much the full fleet
about how many passengers you're speaking of in relation to that type of the amount coming out of all the cruise ships by December? How many people you're expecting
We could
to visit our ports?
just a little under 300,000. That is a projection. And we should have 1.3 to 4 on the stopover. So we are projecting that we end the year with 1.7 or 1.8 million.
Don't worry about the thing. Worry about the thing, cause everything be alright. Tell you don't